Could you kind of remind everyone at home what rank you are?
I'm a gold 3.
Gold 3? Okay, cool. So a lot of people watching are probably around that rank as well, which I think is really important to go through. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off, and I'm simply just going to test your gameplay. So what are you starting with, a sub or an AR?
AR.
AR? Okay, cool. Let's use an AR. Just to start things off with, first things first, I'm on 150 ping, you're on low ping. So automatically you should have the advantage in your gunfights, right? Based on the ping. So we're going to go through. Now, I know you have a controller issue. So a lot of people watching at home might have the same thing where they're not able to jump. Now, your situation is a bit different. You're waiting for your scuff. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to think, right, how can I gain the advantage? The one thing I can't use is maybe flawless movement, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is adapting to situation. So what controller setting are you currently on? What are you rocking with?
Like as far as sensitivity or?
So give me a sensitivity, and also like you're on default, you're on tactical. What are you rocking with right now?
All right. So for this setup, I have I'm running 4 4s. I need to move those to 5s. So
even then, so first of all, that's really slow. So I want you to track me. Could you stand up here for me?
Yes.
Just stand right here. All I want you to do is I want you to try and kill me as I run across, okay? So you're currently on 4-4 sensitivity, correct?
Yes.
I want you to try. I'm going to start from here. I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to get to that point here. And all I want you to do is try and kill me, okay? Nice and easy. When you're ready, try and kill me from there. Okay, a few things. So your job was to kill me. The first thing is it took you way too long to get your first few shots off. Okay. Now the first thing I immediately, do you want to say anything about that?
Nah, that was, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a reason though. It wasn't necessarily your fault. There's a big part of it. And I think this comes down to centering, which I always go through with people. Okay. So in your words, what are centering? What is centering in your words, in your opinion?
Having the crosshairs in the center so you're ready for like any direction for a gunfight.
I think that's a really good point. So right now, when I'm standing over there, right, you were aware I was standing here. What is the first area? I want you to pre-fire it for me. What is the first area where you could see me and get some shots off? Okay, perfect. So if I said to you, I want you to have perfect centering in this next 10 seconds, your crosshair should be placed around here. Okay?
Yes.
Because this is the first shot you can see me. But instead, your crosshair placement was based around here. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay,
I wasn't sure if you're going to slide out or walk out, so I
100%, I understand that as well. But the problem with this is, look at the gap between here and here. The issue with this is, if you will, could you just pre-aim here how you were before? Could you just hold this angle? The issue is this. If I was in a normal game, I could do this. I've killed you before you've even reacted to me. You should never be worried about me sliding into the center. You should always be worried about the first immediate danger. Now, does that make sense?
Yes.
Because you're worried about something that might not even happen. You're not worried about me standing on the edge. Now, if you could switch with me for a second. If you could go where I was. What you're supposed to be doing in this scenario, you're supposed to be tracking the edge. Now, could you slide out into the open how you thought I was going to? Do that again, sorry. Sorry, I wasn't ready. Do that again.
Okay. All right, let me reload here.
So in this scenario, just stop for a second. If you were to slide out into the open, who has the advantage right now, me or you?
You do. You have cover.
Exactly. So if somebody like that was going to slide out in the open, essentially let them. It's not really going to harm you because they're going out in the open. So you should always be worried about that head glitch. The second thing was, I gave you the freedom up here. So you should have been thinking, right, from here, if I stand here, I'm out in the open. So what can I do? Get a little bit backwards, stand behind this head glitch. So these are very small, minuscule changes that your controller has nothing to do with. Nothing like that has anything to do with it. These are just game awareness, small details. You see the difference? Instead of standing here and pre-aim in the middle, I've adjusted. I've gone to the right and I'm pre-aiming the edge of the wall. That's it. So no matter if you're using a scarf, what's the other one? A battle beaver, a mouse and keyboard, aim assist on, off, whatever you're using, just make these small adjustments to give yourself a higher chance of winning the gunfight. That's the first thing, okay? It's about thinking, how can I have the advantage? And this is just a small, simple drill to test your sensitivity. But what it turned to is a more kind of predictable thing of, in gunfights, I want you to be a little bit more, okay, how can I get the advantage, okay? The next thing I want you to do now is go up there again, please, and track me. And we're going to show you why 5-5, whatever you're on, it's just too slow. In lower end lobbies, you get away with it because people are a little bit slow. People walk around a lot. In that scenario, you get away with it. If you were to shoot bots, you may get away with it in practice because they're not going to have advanced movement. Where the issue comes in is when you play against people that have a bit more movement, they're sliding, they're jumping. Your centering is just not going to be able to keep up with it because it's a bit too fast. Okay? So I want you to try and kill me now.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to watch that. So the good shots at you. So even on low sensitivity, you did a really good job of tracking me there. So we're going to watch that. So you did a really good job of tracking me there. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to get a rival out. I want you to try and kill me again.
All right.
Okay, again, so right there, better positioning from me. I was really good. So when I came out of the open, you were more ready for me. One thing you're doing really well, which I wasn't expecting, is your strafing, okay? So really good stuff there. I didn't tell you to strafe and you're doing it, so that's really good. So make sure you're doing that in your game at all times, okay? The next thing, I just think personally, I think your sensitivity is a bit too slow. I know in those examples it worked, but I think in game, what you want to look at is at least 6.6 in my opinion. If you're comfortable, fair enough. But I think as a potential as a player, I would recommend at least 6.6. Now, currently I'm playing 10.7 because I do think using a unique sensitivity, if that's something that you like to do, like for me, I feel like it just allows me to be a bit more fluent. I prefer it. I've tried a lot of sensitivities. However, I would always recommend going with 6.6, having a good feel for it and going from there. Exactly, because a lot of people blame their sensitivity when in reality, if someone like Shotzi, Hydra, Simp, Biffle in Warzone, they all use 6.6. It's not the sensitivity, okay? So I would say stay on 6.6 and go from there. Work on everything else and then go from there.
All right, I'm on 6.6 now.
Perfect. So now we're going to carry on. We're going to start some drills. So like I said, because you don't have the movement right now, this is where out of game for a second, we need to say, okay, if someone's watching this right now, or you as well, that says, maybe I just can't, I don't have access to a scuff, you know what? Maybe I'm not working right now. I just don't want to spend that type of money. I completely get it because it's a really expensive investment. So I would say, you know what? I understand that. So what I would think you should do is go to your controller settings and say, what can I personally do to give me the advantage? A big thing you can do is edit your button layout. So a lot of people I see in the comments and I coach, they use either stick and move or bumper jumper. That way they can actually jump with their right stick. So again, this is where you need to be going out of the box, looking yourself and saying, what can I do? How can I be able to jump shot without a scuff? So that's something I recommend you doing as well after this session. I would recommend using one of those and kind of customizing your controls, okay?
Alrighty.
Perfect. Now let's get started with some gunfights. Whenever you're ready, I want you to come towards me. Do you have an AR still, or should we get a rival out?
I'm not
what
really
are you more
good
of?
with a rival.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
First weakness. Kill me, please. First weakness. So what you just said to me there is I'm not good with a rival. So in terms of your overall goal in this kind of field, okay?
All right.
Are you trying to get on the team and stuff? What's your kind of goal here?
At the moment, I'm just trying to like reach like my cap where I think I belong. So like.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
I feel.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're playing rank play. You're playing with 3 people. All of them like yourself, okay? All of them go into the lobby. You look at each other. All 4 of you are running an assault rifle. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Absolutely not a good thing.
So why is that?
Because you need to get like closer ranges, and you can't always do that with an AR. So you need an SMG for like point play and then like stuff like that. And ARs, like 4 ARs ain't gonna work.
Yeah, the balance is off, right? The balance is off because naturally you're gonna have slower pacing. So as a team, you could be skilled, but the balance is off. The CDL, there's no team with 4 ARs. Now in this specific game, you can maybe get away with it on certain maps like Invasion Control, but as a team, you want more balance. Now as an asset, as a player, if you're saying to me, like say we play and you get to your potential of diamond, right? There's a few things there, okay? You might be like, I actually want to start competing. I actually want to start playing with some people. You're limiting yourself. Only using one role, you're really heavily limiting yourself because now you're only using one role. People that are looking for a sub have completely dismissed you. You're not even a part of the conversation. So you're basically handicapping yourself, okay? The next thing, when I ask you right now to have these gunfights with me, you're thinking as an AR. I'm thinking as a flex, I could do everything. So if I'm going to different corners, I'm going to play as an SMG. That gives me the advantage because you don't know how an SMG plays. You only know how an AR plays. So if you could do both, you can understand the weaknesses. I always say this to people. Like right now, if I'm on this head glitch, I could play as an AR. But I also know how to play as an SMG if you get up close. So you want to have the skill set of both. Does that make sense? Because then you could find the weaknesses of the other. So we're going to start off with something nice and simple. Could you go behind this head glitch for me, please? Right here. So I'm going to attack you 5 times. But I'm going to start off right here. My goal is to kill you 5 times out of 5. I want you to try your best to kill me. The only thing we're allowed to use is our weapons, okay? I have an AR and a sub, okay? I'm going to try my best to kill you. I'm going to show you different ways. Sometimes with an AR, sometimes with a sub. Ready?
All right, ready.
Any questions?
No.
When you say go, I'm going to start. Now, remember, I can come through the right. I can go through the left. I can do whatever I want. The key thing I want you to do is use your advantage. I want you to strafe. I want you to use your head glitches. If you want to snake, I want you to snake, reposition, do what you need to do to win the gunfight. Just no equipment, pure gun skill. Whenever you're ready, say go and we'll get started.
All right, go.
Okay, perfect. So my thought process now is to go for a different angle and catch you off guard. So you're reacting to that, which is good. You're going for a different position. I'm going across. And right there, I see a weakness. You weren't ready for me. So watch the kill cam, please. Really important.
All right.
Now, watch the kill cam. From my perspective, was that an easy or a difficult gunfight to have?
On your end or mine?
My end. From my
It was very
perspective, when
easy.
you're watching it, very easy. Why was it
Yes.
so easy? What do you think, like, at the end, what made it easy? What were you not doing that made it easy for me? Or what were you doing that didn't make it a challenge?
I was not utilizing my cover.
I think your cover
out
was
of cover.
fine. It was more about the angle you were going towards. Look where you were standing. You were standing here, pre-aiming here. And look
Yes.
where the enemy is. You weren't really in the position to kill me there. Sorry. Yeah, you weren't in a position to kill me. So what you need to be doing is adjusting. So right now, if I'm standing there, could you go back to this Hegditch
Right.
stand where I was, please?
Yes. Right here.
In that, so yeah, so in that scenario, you should be ready. You should be looking at me there. You see the difference? But instead, you were out in the open. You were out in the open. So when I came around the corner, I should be able to, I should stand here. You should be looking at me. Instead, you were looking the other way. So you need to be using your cover a lot more, okay? So you knew I was coming the right though. So what happened there? Because you actually looked at me jump across. You saw me go from here to here. Is that right? Like, I'm pretty sure you saw me go here, right?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Okay,
I
perfect.
saw
So I'm
that,
standing
but-
here. So I'm standing here, right? You see me. So in this moment, as I'm going towards this area here, this time now, you should be adjusting your angle. So you should be going even further into cover. So you should be, yeah, right there. You should be standing into cover where I can't get a shot off. Instead, you were standing at the edge, making it easy for me. You see? You need to be adapting
Yes.
more, okay?
When you jumped over to the thing,
Yeah.
the bridge covered it, so I didn't actually see you hit the ground. I lost you from there in that gap.
I understand that, and that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But again, once again, you're in this position where I'm standing here. As soon as you see me go towards here, right? There's only two options that could be. I can either be coming through my right or coming through my left. So either way, you need to do this. You need to say, right, in this position, I need to back away and stand around here, and I need to track him. Another thing is the mini-map. As soon as you look at the mini-map, like, stand right here for me.
All right.
And I'm going to stand back to the position where you lost me, okay?
All right.
Look right now. You can see me if I'm going right or if
Yes.
I'm going left, you see? So you need to
Yes.
create those angles for yourself. No one's going to tell you where to go, what angles. You need to think every single time you're in a gunfight, what is the best angle to go to give myself the highest chance, okay?
All right. I wouldn't even
Happy
look
with
at
that?
the mini map, to be honest.
Again, the big skill gap there. The reason I put minimap on is because you need to be constantly looking at it. It's painting a picture for you. The minimap is telling you, Arv has gone through, Arv is now here. If you look at the minimap now, it's very, very clear. I'm going to be coming through this side.
Right.
So just have a quick glance at the minimap. Quick glance. Okay, I know you're in the Hegditch, go through. So let's try it again. That's 1-0. This time I went through this way. Are you ready?
Yes.
Another thing is, are you noticing how much detail goes into one gunfight?
Yes, a lot.
Perfect. Ready to go again?
Yes, go.
Okay. Watch the kill cam. Talk to me through that. From my perspective, how did that look? What could you have done better? Hit me with some stuff there. Talk to me for that. Just talk to me about that gunfight from that perspective.
Well, I didn't return fire for one, and two, I was pretty much just like a setting target.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk through it. So you're standing here. Right now, when you're standing here, there is no advantage. You're literally giving me a free shot. The whole point of using this was to use your cover, okay? The next thing was your mini-map. So once again, we need to be a harder target to hit. As soon as I go up top, we need to be ready. We need to be ready, crack aiming, ready for the gunfight. You just stood still and let me control the gunfight. It's a key theme here. You don't want to give me control. You're giving me the advantage because you're allowing me, every time I'm creating an angle, I'm catching you off guard. That should never be the case. We're in a 1v1. There should be no other people. There's no distractions here. You should be purely focused on where I am and my positioning to track me. Now, just to show you how awareness is so key, all I want you to do is I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to jump up here. So as I jump up here, I want you centered onto me, okay?
All right.
And I want you to kill me. As soon as I jump up, I want you to kill me. Ready?
Okay. Okay. Go.
Look at the difference. A little bit of preparation makes all the difference. You see the difference there? As soon as you prepared,
Yes.
you know I'm coming through there, you're able to kill me. But before I got up here and I was able to hit you 5 times without any retaliation, all because you changed your angle slightly. Now, how do we control both? Because you're probably thinking, I could come through here and I could come through up there. So it's two things. Two things we need to do. Two things. One, minimap, just like we mentioned. If I'm standing right here, it's fairly obvious that I'm going to go where? On this head glitch.
Right.
Okay? If I'm standing back here, there's a higher chance I'm going where? On the high ground. You see?
Yes.
The other thing is crack aiming. So what you could do is this. Could you stand there for me? Just on that head glitch for me?
Yes.
Open yourself up to different angles and then just crack aim so you can kind of worry about more. So could you go up top of that jump for me for a second and try and kill me? Now watch the kill cam, watch the kill cam. Did you notice how I wasn't even looking at you? Obviously, I knew you were there, but in this scenario, I wasn't even looking there. I was looking the other way, but I was in an angle where even if you did jump up, I immediately repositioned. You see?
Right.
It's just about having a bit more awareness of potential threats. I wasn't oblivious to you going up there. I was focused on this left, but I was in a position where if you went up there, I would still have the advantage because of my position, and I would then reposition straight away. Okay? So it's about creating those angles for yourself. Let's go again. When you're ready, go back to the head glitch. That's 2 gunfights now.
Oh, here.
Yeah, behind there, sorry. Behind the car.
Right.
No, behind the car.
Oh, car.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, ready?
Yes, and go.
Good, so you're a bit more aware now, so what do I have to do is I have to go back to the drawing board. What do? I'm gonna go for a different position. He's shooting me, good, let's see what you can do here. Okay, now he's giving up his head glitch. Let's see how your game awareness is. Let's see where you can go now that you have your own cover. Let's see where you go. Okay, I'm going through. I'm going to find the angle. He's one shot. We're going to push him. Okay, aggressive. Camera. Okay, back away. Take my time. Snake it. And he runs right into me. What's the kill cam? In that scenario, you're giving up everything. You're giving up the cover to challenge me on a head glitch, okay? That's a very naive gunfight to have. It's a very silly gunfight to take on. Would you agree or no? Do you think that's a silly gunfight?
100%. I would 100%
and that's what it comes down to. Now, when you watch it back, you're like, that's obvious. And I agree with you, it is obvious. But in the moment, it's about those decisions. So come back to me. There's a reason why. So I cornered you into this corner, right? And what you decided to do was stand out in the open and play against me on a head glitch. Are we to stand here for me?
All right.
What is the percentage right now of winning the gunfight from each person? If we were the same gun skill, what is the percentage of winning the gunfight?
I'd
Who
say
should
mine's
win the
like
gunfight?
80, yours is 20. For sure, me.
Yep, I agree. I would say out of 10 times, you should win it 9. So I'm going to give you 90. Now, in this scenario, I'm a Crimson player. You're like around a Gold Platinum player, okay? Now, I'm not saying I'm more skilled than you, but in this example, I'm a higher rank. So what you should be doing is thinking, okay, Arv's a higher rank than me. I should be giving him the respect and saying, you know what? I need to be in a better position than him. Does that make sense? Same thing if I was playing someone like Dashi, I wouldn't challenge him in gunfights where he has the advantage. I would try and gain the advantage. And that's the key difference. So what you're doing is you're kind of going through instinct and instinct alone, and that's costing you. You're not thinking about the gunfight. Because if you thought about this, I know you wouldn't have challenged it like this. Okay?
Right.
So you're just going off instinct, and that's what we want to try to stop. We want to get rid of instinct, go on a bit more preparation. Once you're preparing and once your instincts have improved, then we can go off instincts. When you watch someone like Shotzi, in that scenario, they would never just run out into the open and challenge you. They would go through, they would find an angle, make you weak, finesse a little bit, and then go for the challenge when you're weak. So let's try it. Stand on this head glitch for me.
All right.
I'm going to try and kill you from here, and I'm going to show you how I would do this in this scenario, okay? If you want to snake, you can snake. You can do whatever you want. When you're ready, let me know. I'm behind this cover. You have the advantage in terms of positioning, okay? When you're ready, let me know. We'll go for a fight.
All right, go.
So all I'm trying to do is get that first shot. I get that first shot. I made you weak. Go around. Made you one shot.
Yeah.
I didn't even take any damage, okay? So in that scenario, the exact same gunfight we had from earlier, but completely different result. The player on the head glitch should be the one applying the pressure. However, I was applying all the pressure, okay? So a few things you could have done better there. One, angles. I think when you know I'm going to the right, I want you to be standing here. Your job is to make the angle hard for me. So when I'm coming through this area here, when I'm coming through this left area here, think about it. It's easier for me to shoot you when you're there. Why? Because I can see you. But when you're standing where you are there, it's harder for me because I have to show more of my body to see you. Right? Because exactly. Right. Think about it. Could you stand on the other side for me? Right here, please. Right here. Just stand there. Just stand there. Yeah. No, sorry. Just stand on this head glitch here, but the right side of it.
Okay.
Try and kill me, okay?
All right.
Did you see how I didn't even have to get out of cover? I could stand there. It's because you were showing, because you were on the right side. Now, same thing, but I want you to stand here, please, on the left. The angle is so important. If you're not creating the space for yourself, you're just letting me have the advantage. Now, stand here and do the same thing. I'm going to try and kill you from here. I can't shoot you from the same angle. I have to now commit. I have to commit my whole body. You see? Let's stop for a second. For me to shoot you now, I have to commit basically my whole head. You see the difference?
And that's a bigger
Yeah.
target than just like
Exactly.
a piece of.
Now for you, I can't see your perspective, but is it easier to fight me like this or when you on the other side?
100% this.
Exactly. So you need to be creating those angles. Same thing. When I come through this side, what do you need to do? Create those angles, whether that's on the right or wherever it may be. It might not be the right. It might be just backing off or being more prepared. The next thing I want you to do is hit some fire shots, hit some testing shots. If you know I'm coming through the left, you should be centered onto me. You should be centered here, already aimed in. As soon as I peek myself, you should be getting some shots off. You should be ready for the gunfight. But you're not ready. You're allowing me to come around the corner and shoot you. You're giving me way too much time and respect. I want to see you way more aggressive and stopping me from getting those shots off.
All right.
Okay? Like I said, I'm going to be a bit harsh on you because these are things I want you to work on. You're going to be like, wow, this is kind of difficult. But when you go and practice these, you're going to realize, okay, these aren't that difficult. It just takes time. Okay?
All right.
Same thing.
You want me to stand behind the head glitch?
Whatever you want to do, but again, I wouldn't advise you to jump out like this unless you have the health advantage. It's all about gaining that advantage. All I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to shoot you twice, back away, and then challenge you. Why? Because you're already weak then. I'm trying to gain that health advantage. So I'm going to try again. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to try and kill you. I want you to try and kill me. If you want to run at me, you can run at me. Whatever you want to do. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. All right, go.
So you've given up the head glitch. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it off you. I like that head glitch. I'm going to take it off you. Let's see what you do here. Let's see how you play this. So you've backed away, out into the open. Right out into the open. You played your life okay there, but no threats right now. I don't feel any threat. Let's see how you play this. Good, a lot better. You're not just challenging me out in the open. Let's see what you do. You're going to a wide angle. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold the head glitch. Watch the kill cam. All I've done there is look at the mini-map, hold the angle. That's it. Now, a lot better than your previous attempt. A lot better. In the first attempt before the start of the game, you would have run out in the open there. So straight away, in one session, you've already learnt the power of repositioning, finding a new angle, okay? Good stuff there. The next thing we want to see is how to be a bit more snappier. All you're trying to do here is get me weak. You're not trying to kill me off the head glitch, but that's what you're doing. You shouldn't be trying to do that. What I mean by that is you should be trying to find me, getting 1 or 2 shots off and backing away. Your job is to get me weak and then get the kill. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to come around the corner and just beam me off a head glitch. That's not very realistic because I'm pre-aiming you, right? So stand here for me, please.
All right.
Same thing. I'm going to be trapped in there and I'm going to show you how I would play it, okay? I'm not trying to get the kill. I'm not trying to ego you like this. I'm trying to get you a bit weak, then going for a different angle and then challenge you while you're weak. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Let me know when you're healed up. Let me know when you're ready and we'll go for another fight. Again, move if you want, snake it, strafe, do whatever you want. I'm going to try to kill you off a head glitch just by being out in the open. When you're ready, let me know.
All right. I'm getting used to this 6-6 a little too, but okay.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Go.
So no aggression from you. I'm not seeing no shots from you. You're out in the open and you've completely given up all your cover. So all you've done there once again is just completely give up your cover for no reason, okay? That shows a lack of confidence. I want to see more confidence out of you. Did you see that gunfight? That was probably the easiest one all day. Why? Because you're just standing out in the open. Look at your body right here. There's no way you're winning a gunfight from here. It's basically impossible because I have all the cover. All I have to do is stand here, right? So talk to me. Stand right here for me. Talk to me. When you saw me trapped in here, why did your first instinct tell you to retreat instead of keeping me trapped in the box? That's the mindset shift I want to see you have. I was trapped in this box. There's only 2 exits. One is right here. One is right here. There's only 2 exits. But instead, you backed away and basically stood out in the open. Could you stand back where you were, please?
Yes.
Now, how could you kill me from there? Go prone. Realistically, what is the best case scenario for you? Is it me just running out like this?
The best case scenario is like you coming through here, but yeah.
What, coming through here?
Yeah. Or like
So realistically,
from back there.
So realistically, if I'm standing here, what is the odds that I am going to jump out into the open instead of using this piece of cover right here? What are the odds? Realistically, I would say less than 1%. If I had this gunfight 100 times, there's 99 of those times I'm going to stand right here. I don't think I'll ever go to the right because it doesn't make sense for me. Like, I know you're out in the open. It makes 0 sense for me to challenge like this. So you're playing a really dangerous game there. Would you agree with that? Like, it doesn't make any sense 100%. For me to go out in the open. So it's all about position. Now, I know when we go through it, it makes sense. The skill is to understand this in the moment. So don't stress too much. It takes time. It's one of those things. Do you have any questions for me so far? We went through quite a lot.
I do not. I would like to add though, like anywhere from like here
Yep.
to about like here, like I'm very uncomfortable in those distances. Like I fight like from like
There's
I'd
a big
say probably
reason.
like
There's a massive
from
reason.
this range here.
And the reason is because of what you said at the start. You're an AR player. You're scared to use the rifle.
Right.
You're not really comfortable with it, right? So you're not used to those
Right.
close engagements. You don't prioritize those. It all comes down to experience. That's why that's a great point you mentioned. And that's why I mentioned earlier, if you were to use a rifle in your games as well, you would be like, you know what? I'm a flex player. I'm more comfortable as a sub, as an AR. I can do kind of everything. And that's why I want you to be a little bit, get out of your comfort zone a little bit and use this time between Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 6. Everyone watching as well,
right.
really important. Get out of your comfort zone. What rank are you in rank play again? Remind me.
Gold 3.
Okay, if you lose 20 games and you get into gold 1, it doesn't really matter. The season's going to end, right? I want you to play and don't be afraid to use something else, because going into Black Ops 6 now, it's going to be a little bit more, sorry, it's going to be a lot more of a sub game. Have you played the beta?
I have, yes. It's
Going to be way
fast-paced.
more sub, right? And you're going to probably struggle at the start because you're not used to that.
Right.
Okay? So you should be like, you know what? I need to go to a position where I can be a bit more of a flex going into Black Ops 6. Because if you go into Black Ops 6 with this mentality of I can't have close range gunfights, you're going to be left behind and you're going to not progress. It's going to be really difficult, okay, bro?
All right.
So, for the last 4 minutes, we're going to get a sub out. I'm going to see how you are with a sub, okay? I want you to... do you have a class or no?
I do, but it's not a rival.
That's fine. You can use whatever sub. Use whatever sub. And we're going to go through controlling the gunfight. So all I want you to do is try and kill me with your sub. And I want you to be aggressive and just try and kill me. And I'm going to show you how I would try to finesse and use movement to get out of scenarios. So whenever you're ready, try and kill me.
All right.
Let's see you try and kill me. So I want to see you're using constant aggression, movement, stuff like that. Good. So I'm one shot. Let's see what you do here. Good. Good shots there. So while I'm one shot, I like the way you kept firing. You didn't give me a chance to breathe. Let's keep going. Sending. I'm trying to see your aggression there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So now I'm one shot. Let's see how you get out of this. Let's see what you do here. Let's watch the kill cam. So right there, in that scenario, when I'm one shot like that, that's really good aggression out of you, okay? That's good work. Good slide. That's good. Your aggression's pretty good. For someone that doesn't ever use a sub, your aggression is pretty good, okay? So don't stress about your aggression. You're actually playing pretty well. Let's keep going. I'm actually going to shoot back now. Let's see if you can handle the pressure from up top. We're going through. Out in the open, okay? In CR reposition.
Oh.
Go across to see what you do. You're in good position. Good cover. Going through. Slide past you. Good shots. I'm one shot. So are you. Let's see how you get out of that. Good play. Really good play there. I was playing properly and you fried me. That's good stuff. So you were scared to use a sub, but you're playing pretty good with a sub, okay? So don't be afraid to try things out. Ready to keep going?
I mean, like, I can play with a sub, like, enough to get me through a game, but, like, as far as my confidence level with AR versus sub, I'll pick AR every day. Like,
Well, that's because that's obvious because you use it more, right? You're obviously gonna be more confident with an AR. But the point is, you should be confident with both, because there'll be times where, like I said at the start, you might have a whole team using ARs, and you need to be the player adapting. So it's good to, yeah. I don't mind you being more confident with one, but you should still be able to use both, if that makes sense.
Correct.
Okay? All right, let's go again. Let's go. So right now I'm gonna go for a different angle, and I'm gonna show you how to use angles now to get more kills. So right now you're out in the open.
I was getting my ammo box.
I know, but
okay.
I just see you out in the open. I was like, can I kill you? Okay, let's keep going. So right now I've got cover. Let's see how you get out of this one. So you're gonna go through it. Let's see what you do in this situation. You got a sub, I got a sub. I'm in the head glitch. See what you can do. You're weak, I'm gonna chase you. Good shots right there, but you're out in the open. So right there, you're always gonna be ready to get cameraed, okay? You're never gonna be able to get that kill because I'm gonna camera you. So in those scenarios, be a bit more careful, a bit more cautious, play the corners a little bit better there. Because you're out in the open, I have the ability to camera you. Let's keep going. Pre-em in the head glitch, I'm gonna go through. Let's see what you can do here. So right now, I get you weak, so guess what? I'm gonna push you. Why? Because I got the health advantage. Go through, get the kill.
Oh.
Okay? It's just all about the health advantage with a sub. All about their aggression. Once you get the advantage, go for that killer kill lap. Go for that push. Go up top. Let's see where you're coming from. You're on the left. Okay, I'm going to go through. I see you once again. I'm going to take my time. I see I pre-em in the head glitch. I expect you to be there. Okay, now I think you're quite weak. I'm going to go again. Get aggressive. You're killed. Are you seeing the pacing difference? Whenever I get those first shots, that's when you're really struggling. Okay, being more ready. It's just more alert, more aggressive. And that's fine. It's going to come with it. Right now, I'm looking at the kill field. Look at the minimap. You're out in the open. I'm going to jump across. Back away. You're now weak. I'm going to chase you. Get the kill.
Damn.
All I'm doing is getting that first shot. I wanted to play quite aggressive in this last 2 minutes to show you the pacing level we're going to get you to. I'm out in the open. Let's see what you can do. I'm going to go through. As soon as I'm weak, I reposition. Good shots from you. Good shots. Let's go again. 25 seconds. Once again, controlling the gunfight. I'm gonna show you what I mean by controlling the gunfight. We go through. I see you out in the open. You're now one shot. I now jump off and get the kill. Right there was everything. Can you? Okay, I was gonna say watch kill cam. That's all good. Right there, I got some shots off. I made you weak. I then backed away and then recharged you. Why? Because I had the health advantage. Health advantage is everything. If you can somehow get the health advantage, you'll be in a really good spot. Even right there, we have rivals. We have some machine guns. Hopefully the kill cam shows. It's about applying the different things. No, it's fine. The game kill cam should show you there. We're chilling. Right now, if I show you the kill cam, you can see I'm not going to be spraying my shot. I'm not going to be spraying my shot. I'm going to be simply shooting in bursts. Why? Because look how far you are. So I'm shooting in bursts and I'm stopping. Exactly. Recenter the aim. All these little tricks you can apply, okay? So don't be afraid to adapt your game plan. Overall, that was a really good first session. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like on the channel if you guys enjoyed. If you guys want personalized coaching, hit me up on Discord. Anything you want to say, bro, to the YouTube channel?
Nah.
Oh, come on, bro. What the hell? They were ready for it. They were ready for a hype ending. You said nah? Hey, YouTube, we'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.